In the session on the classification of proteins, I'll be taking up the two aspects. One is classification based on molecular shape and nutritional quality. Objectives of the session are, at the end of the session, the learner shall be able to classify taking the basis of molecular shape and also taking the basis of nutritional quality. The first one which I will take up is based on molecular shape. Based on molecular shape. Okay. Then let us see what are the different classes of the proteins under this category. There are majorly two classes are present. What are these? The first one is fibrous proteins. The second one is globular. The first one is fibrous. The second one is a globular. So these proteins, fibrous proteins, are also called scleroproteins. Scleroproteins. Okay. So they are insoluble. They are insoluble proteins, and then high molecular weight. High molecular weight. Okay. They are long and thin. Long and thin. Let us see how they look like. These proteins, how they look like. They, as I said, they are long and thin. Let us see, the length is more than the breadth. Okay, then. So these proteins, the axial ratio, so that is length by breadth is more than 10. More than 10. What are the various examples under this category? So collagen. Collagen. So collagen is found in cartilage, in connective tissue, and tendons. These are some examples. Other tissues also it is present. The second one is elastin. Elastin. It is present in tendons. Okay, in arteries. I'm mentioning for example, per se, example. Okay. Third one is keratins. Keratin. So keratin is present in hair, skin, and nails. Nails. Okay. So there are two types of keratins are present. The alpha keratins and beta keratins. So alpha keratins are present in mammals. And so beta keratin are present in feathers. Okay. Then here the next one is under this category. The next one is globular proteins. They are spiroproteins. What is the earlier one? Scleroprotein. This is spiroprotein. Okay. Then the spherical, the shape is spherical and ovoid shape. Spherical and ovoid shape. Okay. So the polypeptide chain is coiled. It is folded and coiled. So this is globular proteins. They are globular proteins. Here, the axial ratio, that is again length by breadth, is equal to less than 10. Okay. So soluble in different sources like water and neutral salt solutions such as then acids like that. Okay. Then albumin, okay, globulin, globulins, okay, many enzymes, okay, then histones, earlier we have studied in earlier sessions, histones, protamins, and actin and troponin, etc. Okay, so they are generally compared to the other class, so they are low molecular weight. Low molecular weight. Okay, this is the classification based on molecular shape. Okay, the second one we'll take up is classification based on classification based on okay nutritional quality. Nutritional quality. Okay, so when you talk about the proteins, let us see different foods. Different foods. Our regular diet contains different foods. Okay, let us see. Different proteins are present. In the different foods, different proteins are present. Different proteins contain different composition of amino acids. Different composition of amino acids. Okay, different composition of amino acids. Different proteins contains different composition of amino acids. Okay, so let us see some proteins with high amount of essential amino acids. Proteins with essential amino acids. So they are known to be high quality. They are known to be high quality. The classification is based on that one. So how much quantity of essential amino acids are present, whether all the essential amino acids are present, all of them are present in the required quantity. Composition, is it similar to the essential amino acid composition present in our tissues? That is the basis of classification based on the nutritional quality. So there are three classes. One is complete proteins. Complete proteins or first class proteins. First class proteins. Okay, then the second one is incomplete proteins. Incomplete proteins. Okay, then the third one is poor quality proteins. Okay, okay, then so the first one, the complete proteins, incomplete, poor quality proteins. Complete proteins and first class proteins are nutritionally rich. Nutritionally, they are rich proteins. Contain all essential amino acids. Essential amino acids, not only that, containing all the essential amino acids, but in required quantity. In required quantity. Okay. Examples are egg proteins and casein of milk. Casein of milk. The second one is incomplete proteins. Lack of one, okay, essential amino acid. Essential amino acid. So the examples are, okay, pulses. Example is pulses. Some pulses deficient in, okay, methionine. Methionine. The second example is cereals. Cereals. So deficient in lysine. The third one is, okay, poor quality. Okay, poor quality proteins. Okay, so lack of, okay, many essential amino acids. Many essential amino acids. Okay. So gene protein, okay, lacks tryptophan and lysine. And lysine. This is about the classification based on nutritional quality. In this session, we have studied about proteins classification based on molecular shape and nutritional quality. Let us summarize. So the first one is based on molecular shape. On this basis, proteins are classified into two classes. One is fibrous and another one is the globular. Fibrous proteins are also called scleroproteins. They are insoluble in various solvents. The axial ratio is more than 10 as there is more length than the breadth. Okay, the examples are collagen, elastin and keratin. Whereas globular proteins, so the axial ratio is less than 10 because so they are globular in shape. Okay, they are also called spiroproteins, soluble in various solvents, water, acids or alkalis, so like that. The examples are albumin, globulin, okay, enzymes, histones, protamins, actin and troponin. The next classification is based on nutritional quality. On this basis, proteins are classified into three classes. The first one is complete proteins, the second one is incomplete proteins, the third one is poor proteins. Okay, complete proteins are also known as first class proteins because all essential amino acids are present in the required quantity. The example is egg protein and casein. Whereas the incomplete proteins lack of one essential amino acid, pulses say they are lack of methionine, cereals lack of lysine. Whereas poor proteins lack of many essential amino acids, gene protein lack of and lysine. Okay, these are various aspects of the proteins classification based on molecular shape and also the proteins classification based on nutritional quality. Okay, thank you very much.